Hey, what's up guys? This is Nick with Nick's Aquatics. Hey, I'm gonna do a quick little tutorial today about how to clean a hang on the back filter. This particular one I'm doing on an Aquarium quiet flow, but this is pretty much the same theory across the board with Fluvalls, marine lands. There's a few different parts, but overall it's the same thing. You just wanna make sure to get in there, clean the impeller, clean the motor housing, clean the filter housing. So let's get to it. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to remove the filter, and the way that we do that is to unplug the filter from the wall. That's the very first thing you do. You can drain a little bit of the water out of the filter into the tank so it doesn't spill on your way to a bucket or a sink, and then you can drain the rest of the water. I'm doing it here inside of a bucket. If there's a little screen, a blue screen, these Aquariums have a blue screen to them. It's where the water returns back into the tank. You can fit a little pad on it. You take that out and bring it to the sink and, you know, smack it against the side of the sink and rinse it real good. Some of the marine lands I know have those bio wheels. You'll kind of do the same thing. Those really don't need to be replaced. You can just kind of tap them on a sink and rinse them out real good and replace them. So here we're gonna do the disassembly of this. You're gonna take a look, watch the cord. The motor housing is right below and in front of the filter housing. So you're gonna watch that cord. You're gonna unclip it and remove the entire motor housing from the filter. And then here there's a little cap to protect the impeller. So you can use scissors, or I'm using a knife right here. You can, if you got longer fingernails, you can kind of get in there and pry that lid off of the impeller or the motor housing. But once you're in there, you'll notice how nasty and disgusting the impeller looks, so we need to get in there and clean that. With a pair of tweezers or your fingers, if you can get your fingers. My fingers aren't small enough, so I'm actually kind of using my knife and index finger here as some sort of makeshift tweezers, and I'm pulling that impeller out. We want to be kind of gentle with this because this is the part that rotates and moves the most in the filter. So after we got that removed, we really want to clean this, and again, we're being really delicate. You'll notice the magnet on the impeller. Again, these will come in different shapes and sizes, but you want to make sure that you clean that off real good. After the impeller is clean, you want to make sure to take a look at the female part of the motor and clean that with a brush and a rag. Make sure that it's nice and good, nice and wiped down. Obviously too, anything else that looks like it needs a good brushing or wiping down, go ahead and do that, as we got the entire filter disassembled here before reassembly. You'll notice too in this video, there's some of this like white calcareous buildup on the lid and on the housing of the filter. I did not clean that, but a really good way to clean that off is to soak it in vinegar. I just wanted to make this a quick little video on disassembly and reassembly. So to reassemble it, you're going to essentially just work your way backwards. So you're going to drop the impeller into the motor housing. You're going to feel the magnet catch when you drop that in there. But once it's in there, you can snap that cover back on the motor housing, and then you can install the intake screen, which is that screen that I'm moving up and down just to make sure that it slides freely. You're gonna go ahead and clip the motor housing back onto the filter housing. Make sure to run the wire back down the side. Install the blue strainer. You got the lid there, you can close the lid and it's ready to put back on the tank. So to get it back on the tank, we're gonna situate it on the back of the aquarium, and we're gonna prime the filter. Every filter is a little bit different. We're talking specifically hang on the backs in this. There's different ways to prime pumps, prime canisters. We're talking about priming a hang on the back, which is probably the easiest thing to prime because we have access to the top of it. So I'm just using a little Tupperware here. I'm scooping aquarium water into the filter. Before I plug it in, I'm making sure that the filter is full of water because I don't ever want that impeller or motor to run dry. It needs to run wet, otherwise you could potentially burn the motor out. After it's primed, after it's filled up, you want to plug it in, and you want to continue to prime the filter after it's been plugged in. You just wait until the filter is running quietly and walk away. You might want to check back on it in a minute or two just to make sure everything's looking good, and that's it. Have a good day. Bye.